Hello my dear friends, how you doing from whichever part of the world you could be watching this video from. I hope you are doing okay. My name is Dr. Lube and I make videos based on health. I give medical advice. I also create a public awareness on some of the diseases that people should be careful about. So in this particular video, I'll be talking about how you as a man can prevent yourself from prostate cancer, because prostate cancer happens to be the second leading cause of death worldwide when it comes to cancer. So stay tuned. If you are new to the channel, please you can support me by subscribing, turn on that notification bell so that anytime I release a video like this, you can follow up. I also have other playlists. You must not like every single bit of the video I make or every of my videos. You can choose a playlist that suits your taste and then stick to it. So let's not even waste too much time. Let's get into the video proper. So before I talk about the prevention of, how you can protect yourself from prostate cancer, I also want to talk about the risk factors. Who are those people that are, at a high risk of developing a prostate cancer? Because it's very important. You can learn how to protect yourself, but if you still don't know the risk, maybe the protection might not be good enough. So one of the most paramount risk factors when it comes to prostate cancer is age. So let's say prostate cancer affects people who are probably 50 to 60. So as a man, if you are clocking, if you've clocked your 50s, then you should know at the back of your mind that you are at risk of developing a prostate cancer. And you could ask why? Because the prostate cancer is kind of a gland located in the male reproductive system. And this gland kind of circulates the urethra, where the urethra is like a tube that drains urine from the urinary bladder. So it's like in a walnut shape. That's the shape of the prostate gland. So as you age as a man, this prostate gland enlarges and it increases in size. So it's believed that at the age of 50 to 60, it becomes very enlarged. And at that age, you are at risk of developing a prostate cancer. In some people, it does not actually, result to them developing. Some men, escape it, but some don't. So as a man, know very well that once you've reached 45 above, you should start, going for medical checkup, to check yourself, and then start, avoiding things that can actually result for you to develop a prostate cancer. The second risk factor that is also very important is genetic heredity. Now, check your family heritage. If your father ever, had an experience of prostate cancer, if your mother had a breast cancer, then it's most likely that you, the man, so you are at risk of developing one. So sometimes it might not really be that you will develop it though. But then most times, in many cases, people who have developed a prostate cancer, their father, also had one, or maybe their mother had a breast cancer. So if you check within your family, history, if any of your family, let's say from your mother's side or your father's side, had any form of cancer-related disease, then you should also be wary and careful and know very well that you are also at risk of developing prostate cancer. So those are just the two most important ones. The third one is also lifestyle. And lifestyle also, I would say, is based on your lifestyle. And that happens to be that some people, if you are living a sedentary lifestyle, for instance, you are the type of person who does not exercise and you are obese, that can actually result to, it puts you at risk of developing a prostate cancer. So also try to check yourself. If you know you are overweight, if you know you have a sedentary lifestyle, find out time to exercise, which leads to the prevention. So you could ask yourself, how do I prevent myself from this? So prevention, to me, I usually say they protect it, because maybe if it is genetic, if you inherited the genes that can actually result in you developing a prostate cancer, you might not really have this power to kind of prevent it though. But let's say you can protect yourself. One of the important things you do is eating a healthy diet, fruits and vegetables. So now you do that a lot if you have checked your family history. So if you see that your father or your mother had, let's say your mother had the breast cancer or your father had the prostate cancer before, try as much as possible to be eating a lot of vegetables and fruit. Now vegetables have a very interesting component, a mineral, a vitamin known as folate. Now some people might say, well, they take supplement. Supplement in itself are not bad to some extent, but when it comes to protectiveness of your prostate cancer, you might not really need supplement, because supplement contain folic acid. Some of them contains folic acid, and folic acid also has the ability to increase your risk of developing a prostate cancer. Meanwhile, Vegetables and fruits have folate. So folate actually is protective in nature. It does not increase your risk of developing a prostate cancer. Rather, it helps to minimize the risk of you developing a prostate cancer. The second thing for the prevention is please exercise. Do some exercise. And exercise alone does not help you in one area. It helps you overall. If you are the type of person who does exercise, it might not help you not just protecting your prostate cancer, it will help you in other areas of your life. So try as much as possible to indulge in some physical activity. You might say maybe your type of work is sedentary type, so it does not warrant you to do much of any physical activity, but try to find out time as a man. I'm saying this actually to the men. Try to find out time to do some form of exercise. Now, this might not, it's not actually that I'm saying this only for the male. You as a woman, if you're watching this, you can help your husband. If you have a husband, if you have, a fiance or anybody, maybe your brother, anybody you know around as a male, you can help give them this information or help them to tell them that, please, these are the things you should try to, start doing earlier before it becomes late. Because most times, prostate cancer does not come aggressively. It comes slowly, and then by the time you start giving you free, the symptoms of prostate cancer, it becomes too late. Now, I will make a video about the symptoms of prostate cancer. So after this video, so that you can go check it out to know the symptoms that are associated with prostate cancer. The third thing is try as much as possible to maintain a good weight. Now, this goes in hand with exercise. I'm saying this actually for the people who are obese. If you are obese, it puts you at a high risk, so you can try as much as possible to watch your weight. If you are overweight, some people, they are actually obese not because they wanted to. Maybe it's overnutrition, or maybe it's because something is wrong with their hypothalamus, or maybe the feeding center of their brain. That's another topic. But you personally, let's say you are not affected by any of this, but you just choose to be lazy. Please, from today as a man, try as much as possible to watch your weight, and then learn how you can incorporate having the balanced diet and doing exercise alongside maintaining a good positive weight. The fourth one, which is also important, you can try to look it up, is intake of vitamin E. So vitamin E happens to be an antioxidant. So anything that is an antioxidant in nature has the ability to reduce any risk of cancer itself. So it might not only be just prostate cancer, it might help you in other forms of cancer too that you might most likely develop as you age progressively. The fifth one, this one is just a takeaway or it's a bonus, is try to reduce the intake of alcohol. If it is heavy, please reduce it. Now, I know many people might not really be happy with that. They might be upset that, oh, come on, man, why am I actually talking about alcohol? Yes, I know we all enjoy it. It's a recreational drug, let me put it that way. But then you have to minimize. You don't have to be a chronic alcohol abuser. Let me just put it that way. Because now alcohol happens to be a trigger to some of the carcinogenic, or let's say some of the tumors or carcinogens, or let me just say cancer itself. Let me not use other terms. You might say, okay, so how does alcohol trigger that? That's a whole different level. It's another topic, another video. Personally, if you want me to make a video on that, you can, send me a mail for me to tell you how alcohol does that. But just know at the back of your mind that alcohol has the ability to trigger some of the cancer cells to develop. So if you are the type of person who indulge in chronic use of alcohol, then you might also be, it's not protective for you. I know, maybe, let's say you are actually a chronic abuser of alcohol, maybe you indulge in heavy drinking, and then you are watching this for the first time, you're like, I'm not really, please try to reduce that as a man, because now you are putting yourself at a very immense, great danger of developing a prostate cancer. Now I'm going to make another video to talk about the symptoms of prostate cancer after this video. So if you are done watching this, it's going to be the next video that will follow this, so that you can go and check it out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Dr. Lubem once more. You can support me by subscribing to the channel, because videos like this, trust me, it takes a lot of time and research for me to make sure I bring out the best piece for you out there. So see you in another video.